All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Happy hump day. It's Wednesday and we've got the early tip-off. So here we go, about a minute or two away from the tip. We are in good shape here, I feel like, especially after coming off that win against Florida State. We head to another Florida school down in Miami, a little farther south. However, we are currently number 2 in the ACC, scoring about 80 points per game. Although Miami is right there at number 3. Where was my stat? It was like right here. I had it. It was great. I was going to say this was like going to be like a shootout. Where's the... No, I lost the stat. Anyway. Oh, there it is. Top two shooting teams in the ACC. Not necessarily scoring teams. Top 2 shooting teams by percentage. Although Duke is number 2 to Wake Forest in as far as the points and the scoring goes. 48% field goal percentage for Duke and 47% for Miami. So we could be in store for a bit of a shootout. One of the things I did see yesterday was that Nigel Pack, I do not believe, will play today. At least that was what Twitter was telling me yesterday. He did not play in the loss in Boston College this past weekend, where Miami lost 77-85. Nicholas, welcome in and hello to you. Good afternoon and good evening. Orlando, good evening as well. I love the hurricane logo that you sent, so we're going to use that for the stream today. Anyway, this is a big one for us here as we look to keep pace with UNC. It looks like Tyrese Proctor has the green light for tonight. However, he is not in the starting lineup. We will start Foster, McCain, Roach, Filipowski, and Mitchell. Good to know that Foster is back, however. We have not missed a beat despite that, as we looked extremely strong in the last couple wins, Florida State included, especially the road wins. And the game was a Wake Forest game too. And so Keon, welcome in with the We Are Back. We've never left as we get ready for this one here. Look, Norchad Omier, the one you want to keep an eye on here for Miami, obviously number 15. The Battle of the Bigs will be happening down low between Omier and Filipowski and also Mitchell. Did a logo evolution video earlier today. Said the logo I gave you is very confusing to look at. I agree, it is very confusing to look at, and it's rather psychedelic, but I kind of like it, so we went with it. McCain is playing. Yes, of course McCain is playing. Proctor was the question mark, and apparently he is healthy enough to play. It looks like Miami is coming out with some very odd-looking uniforms there in like this dark green gray thing. I don't know, it looks weird. Anyway, it's kind of funky looking. Duke with the white, traditional white. And yeah, we're ready to rock and ruin. So let's make it happen here, folks. Remember, interestingly enough here, the Duke does lead the series against Miami overall 25-10. However, Miami did beat us in Miami last year, which is, of course, not great. That was 81-59. We kind of got run out of the gym. We did get our revenge come ACC tournament time, but yeah, we have lost the last 2 games we have played here in the Wasco Center, so that's not great. So there's a bit of history that we're fighting against here, but in any case, I think our boys can do it tonight. Filipowski there with the first rebound off the miss there by Jobet. For the 90s logo to tell the difference, is sort of put the outline of a player playing basketball. I'm very curious as to, they've never gone like with a Miami Vice kind of color scheme. Like the Miami Heat have one, but the university has never done one. As Roach is going to take 3 as the shot clock's going down, that's in and out. Mark Mitchell with a furious offensive board and will end up drawing a foul. Miami, interestingly enough, this was the fun stat that I found here for the day. Miami is the team that fouls the least, actually, in the ACC. They only foul about 13 times per game, which I believe is 5th nationally, which is kind of interesting. So hard to get to the free throw line. Just 13 fouls per contest, best in the ACC and 5th nationally. So rather It's just sort of like an odd quirk for whatever reason. But that is the first foul on Miami. The mascot of the Hurricane. Why? What is that? Why is... it's not it's an ibis. It's an ibis. Not, I don't know what an egret is, but IBIS. And apparently the story of the ibis is that is in and out there for Omier and rebounded by Duke. The story of the ibis is it is the first bird to appear after a hurricane, as McCain takes it from the orange part of the U logo and drains the three. I mean, this kid has just been unconscious, figuratively, when it comes to shooting. The 35, as if the 35 points the other night wasn't enough. He picks up right where he left off. He's got a quick three-pointer. He's gotten lethal from three here in these last couple games. Duke brings the double team with the two guards on Omier, and Mark Mitchell can't intercept the pass as their Wooga Poplar goes in and gets on the board there for Miami. Now, remember, Miami played Carolina very close, actually, when they played Carolina here at home. Carolina edged out to a 10-point lead in the first half, but by the time we got to the 4-minute timeout, it was a game again, and then they ended up pulling away late. So Miami definitely a capable team despite their 6-9 record here in the ACC. Obviously, at this point, all teams kind of playing for March here as Foster's going to go for three. Not quite on that one. Too far over to the left as he took it there from the corner, and it just didn't go for him. So teams looking for a win as we're about 4 weeks away from the tournament. And Duke, of course, trying to improve its seeding. Right now, most experts have us at a 5 seed, experts, even though we are now ranked above Carolina. As Filipowski puts it on the deck, quickly almost gets it stripped, and Mitchell was going to go in there. Mitchell tries to get his own rebound, and he will be fouled again and earn another trip to the free throw line. Joe Bay there with the foul. It's actually Miami's second. I don't know who the first one was on. We got these highlighter blue quarter zips for the coaches today. I'm not sure I like them as much as the ones against Florida State, but it's all good. Yeah, Larrañaga 8 and 10 against Duke. For whatever reason, this guy just seems to have our number. As Captain Kinnicut says, let's have a good game tonight, boys. I think we definitely need one. Remember, Carolina is actually off this week. This is their bye week. They will play on Saturday. They'll play at Virginia on Saturday, which just got waxed by Virginia Tech on Monday. That was, Virginia went scoreless for 9 minutes in the game at Blacksburg. It was horrific. This should be a steal by Duke. Nope. As we got Omier there is going to lay it in with the left hand. Let's see. What is Nicholas? Was the orange part on the Miami technically half court? No, it is not. It's about like, it's halfway between the top of the 3-point line and half court. Is the best way that I could describe it. It's like it's probably beyond NBA range. I mean, it is beyond the coach's box of where Larrañaga is supposed to be, is another way to put it. As the McCain just has to put it up as the shot clock was going down to 3. Chris Hand, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome into all the regulars. We got 6-4 here at the 16-minute mark. Next whistle will take us to a timeout. Decent pace here for the game. We have yet really to turn the ball over, which is good. And I thought that was going to be a walk there by George, but he misses the shot anyway. And Filipowski with the rebound. Miami really strong defensively here in the early going. We said they were about a 47% shooting team, but they definitely haven't been that. Nice ball reversal there. Getting it back outside, and then it over to Mitchell, and Mitchell's going to score it. A little two-man action between Jeremy Roach and Mark Mitchell, getting it done down low. After the Tech beatdown, I hope that Virginia comes out Saturday and does us a favor. That's exactly where I was going with that set of comments, Captain Kinnicut. It actually, Virginia's down at essentially 30. That is way. Poplar with the three there. Actually, Miami making about 9 threes per game, and there is the first of them. That one was a little far, but not as far as McCain's. So UVA is kind of sitting like third place in the ACC, but there's enough distance where like it's okay if they beat, like, we do want them to beat Carolina. Like, it doesn't really risk us losing there. A nice feed, and Mitchell's got 2 more, and he's up to 7 already. So far, it's a good road game for Mark Mitchell, who we've said in the past doesn't really play well on the road, but so far 7 points, leading Duke, leading all scorers actually at the moment. He's getting it down easy. The guards are finding him. And the 3-pointer there for Joe Beat, no good, and it's a weak side board. And Duke, and now down to Filipowski. They're going to play him 1-on-1. No swing pass to the outside. Roach going to put it on the deck. Roach going to get it inside. Ooh. He usually hits that mid-range jump shot. Didn't go for him. Proctor is waiting to check in. And Foster fouls as we finally have a media timeout. We're down to 14 minutes. What is with us, by the way, and like playing... Whenever the first media timeout, we always play it to like the second one. We play for like 8 straight minutes, and then like nobody fouls anything. And Nicholas saying that McCain did good last game. I mean, McCain did more than good. He was great. He was a star. I think I posted on Twitter after the game that we were witnessing an ascension here for McCain. He really could be a star for us, I think. I mean, 35 points ties the freshman record with Zion Williamson. The 8 3-pointers is a freshman record, just straight up as far as like most threes hit by a Duke freshman. So, I mean, he's been tremendous. I mean, he's also been tremendous defensively and rebounding. Like, he has got the whole package for us. I really like what I'm seeing out of Jared McCain. Vera says, I hope he comes back for the second year. I think a lot of us are kind of in that boat. We really want to see the Cooper flag, Jared McCain's second year, and what that could be. So 10-7 is where we have it here in the first, at the first timeout, 14-10. Let's see who picked up that other foul there for Miami. It was Joe Beat and Joseph, Inslee Joseph. So those are the 2 fouls for Miami, and just Foster on the Duke side. So far, Miami really not shooting very well. Oddly enough, though, both teams are actually shooting the same percentage. Both are 3 for 8 from the field. Although I think for Miami, it feels like they're shooting worse than that, but okay. Duke also the 3 and 8. Duke 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. Miami 1 of 3. Poplar with the points, really 5 points, and then 2 for O'Meara. Mitchell with 7 for Duke. McCain for his 1 3-pointer, and then he sent up a bit of a prayer late in the shot clock. Filipowski already 3 rebounds today. No points, though, but he's come out with some energy, at least on the glass. And Proctor will come in. My guess is Proctor will come in for Foster here when we come back out of the media timeout. So, Nicholas, you've changed from sugar-free Reese's to sugar-free Jolly Ranchers. I'm not sure either one has, like, actual nutritional value, but we'll allow it. If it works for you, it works for me. I've got my protein shake here that I'm finishing up, actually. So it's like my it's literally the quickest. I got back from work, and I had like 10 minutes to wash the dog, and get him cleaned up, get him dry, give him some food, and then get something for me. And this is all I came up with. Jax Bullman, welcome in. Welcome in. Good evening. What are we feeling here, folks, as far as the final score? I'm thinking this is going to be in the 70s. It's definitely in the mid-70s here. It's going to be hard to score from the free throw line, although Mark Mitchell already has 3 from the free throw line. Miami will inbound here after the foul. And indeed, we do have Caleb Foster going to the bench here in favor of Proctor. So Proctor, clearing concussion protocol, was concussed there in that game against Wake Forest. And now he's back. So there you go. Jax is going to go 81-75 for Duke. Could be. So another three-pointer out here for Miami. It's actually an air ball as Oromir tries to save it and does save it. That was AJ Casey there with the air ball, and it is saved in favor of Miami, but it never hit the rim. As I said, it was an air ball and then turns into a shot clock violation. And so... Good, guys. Hope you all doing good. Oh, this is Chris. I'm wearing my Duke shorts. I bought them look exactly like the blue away shorts. Nice. Proctor going left here, trying to get himself back in the game. Gives it to Mitchell, one dribble, and Mitchell will be fouled. Looks like the strategy is go to Mark Mitchell early and go to him often, as Casey picks up another foul here. Sometimes I think they play better without him. Well, I think that Duke has to definitely learn how to play without certain guys. I mean, obviously, you play without Filipowski, it's not going to work, but... What we did want to see this year was a bit more depth to the rotation as Mitchell shanks the first one, which we actually haven't seen. Like, at max, we have like 6, maybe 7, like, really viable guys. Like, let's be real. And, like, foul trouble's a problem. Oh, my God. Mitchell, okay, he does hit the second one. So he's got 8 there. Chris Hand has the Duke Blue the Luke Kennard jersey. Nice. So we've got a Luke Kennard jersey. We've got Duke's blue shorts. I've got a national championship back from 2015 shirt on today. So everybody's keeping with their superstitions here. But interestingly, I mean, Proctor's been really making it happen on the defensive end, much less the offensive end, because his offensive production in the last couple games, even before he was concussed, wasn't great. So we were winning even without his points, but I think if Proctor comes in and gives you 8 to 10, like, I'm certainly going to take those. And we get a Kyle Filipowski there, and they were zooming in on Matthew Cleveland, who was actually one of the leading scorers for Miami, who is apparently not playing because he's out with the flu. So that's Nigel Pack out and Cleveland out as well. This almost results in a steal. Miami's got 8 seconds to make it happen. And Casey, that was a double dribble? No? All right, we got Nerchet Omir going on Filipowski. It's vertical for flip, and nice rebound there by Sean Stewart on the opposite side, pinning down Casey there, and McCain is going to get it right down low. McCain's going to finish, not quite. Actually, Sean Stewart with the rebound, and he can't corral the offensive board. McCain is going to want that bunny back, as we would have put ourselves up 6, and Miami goes quickly on the other side, and Stewart, Stewart almost comes down with the defensive board, but it goes off of his leg, actually. Jason also has a Duke Baby Devil tattoo. Nice. This is at Miami. Yes, Jax. It is an away game. It is our second of the 3 away games. As the three-pointer by Miami is no good. Their cold shooting continues. We'll wrap up the road trip there in Wake Forest as Filipowski's rainbow! Oh! Flip! Hello! Throw in the rainbows. It's like a coconut coming out of the tree. That should be out of bounds on Miami, and that's a turnover here. 14-7 after the Filipowski 3. Okay, Phil, that's one of 3 threes for Filipowski that we said. Chat has deemed that Flip only gets 3 threes a game. That's one of them that he makes it. I suppose if he makes all 3, he can keep shooting them. But, or at least if he makes 2 out of 3, he can then take another one. Oh, it's going to be a foul. Another turnover there. That is a bad... We have seen a series of really bad turnovers from Caleb Foster that result from just, like, brain-dead passing. Just, like, very lazy passing. Oh, my goodness. Filipowski just goes right around his dude. Jams it in. Miami claiming that he threw the chicken little elbow wrap around. Looked clean to me. Duke by 7 at the moment. It's actually an interesting point of the game. We got, oh, that is a cheap foul, my Jesus, guys. What a lame foul, man. That is a foul on Sean Stewart. I don't even know why you call that. Like, yeah, Keyshawn George over there from Miami. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This dude is like, all right, we're gonna go back to the. Oh man, it didn't work. All right. At some point it'll work. Why isn't it working? Nope. At some point, it does end up working. Let's try it this way. Anyway, 16-9 here is what we got. I was gonna throw the replay of the. I was gonna throw the replay of this Filipowski one, but it isn't displaying for me, so we'll come back to it. But yeah, Miami is seemingly a little short-handed at the moment, but you know what? I will take it. Definitely not too concerned about that. So how is everybody doing? How's everybody's week been so far? Everything going good at work? You know, we're halfway through. We're through the first 3 days of the week, so we're going towards the latter half here. Everybody gets to like settle in, have some dinner, get over the hump day. I might actually be out this weekend. This might be the weekend that I'm actually out. Although I'm not going to... So if I don't show up on Saturday, it's because I'm not here. But I actually have no idea if that's going to be the case. So I'm just not going to... I'm not going to say anything one way or the other. But it could be. This one could be the weekend. It was supposed to be the rain check weekend that we postponed to from last weekend. Although, it was kind of nice that we got to do the Florida State game, so... Jack says he can't wait for Saturday. What's on Saturday, Jax? What do you got going on on Saturday? Or are you just talking about Wake Forest Part 2? I mean, Duke is a highlight of anybody's weekend, but there's got to be something else going on. Oh, nothing, just relaxing. Oh, I like that too. It's supposed to be a good weekend here for up here in the Pacific Northwest, actually. Thinking it's getting a little warm, getting into the 50s this weekend, nice and sunny. Well, I'll say Sunday's going to rain, but otherwise, not bad. All right. So doing the Omier and Filipowski comparison here. I mean, we know that Omier is kind of the star, right, for Miami. He had 20 points in the loss there at BC, Boston College, not British Columbia, when they lost 77-85. And then also Matthew Cleveland had 20 points, but he's not playing tonight. He's sick, apparently. But Omier is, tops Miami in scoring and rebounding. And nice pin down there. That's forcing the double team, but we can't force a turnover out of it. And Miami is like on the verge of turning this thing over. Oh my goodness, the four. Bensley Joseph with a bit of a prayer there on the three-pointer and leads down to 4 after that one. As the shot clock was going down. 16-12 here, as Proctor looking for options. Proctor to flip one-on-one against Omier. He's going to try to face him up here, put it on the deck, gets it outside to Roach, and now reposting is Filipowski on the right block, one-on-one against Omier, and now he's going to turn or go the other way. Not quite, actually. Did get the shot off, but didn't drop. And Omier will get 2. And so that's a quick 5 points there for Miami between the three-pointer and Omier. Oh, boy. So much for the 7-point lead. I said it was a bit of an interesting point in the game, but we couldn't really make anything of it. Swing pass outside to Proctor for 3. That one's got a lot of spin to it, but Proctor drops it in. Nice to see Proctor getting his shot going. 3 points for him. Lead back out to 5 as Duke has 3 folks at the scorer's table between McCain, Ryan Young, and Mitchell. And there's a live ball turnover, and Proctor's going the other way to Roach, and Roach is going to take 3, and Roach is actually going to get fouled. Wow, he's going to get fouled by George. The 3 was no good. but we'll take the foul. We'll take the foul and 3 free throws from our best 3-point shooter. That actually was a foul. He hit him on the arm. Jason's saying he's hoping that Virginia wins. Yeah, we're all eyes on that Virginia game. Although I believe we actually play at the same time. I think, which is kind of an interesting scheduling quirk. I think Duke Wake Forest is at 11. No, maybe it's not. Oh no. Okay, Carolina's the game right after us. Yeah, okay, they swapped it around. Carolina's the game right after us. Oh, Jax, thank you for the 900. For the congrats on the 900 subs. I bet you were one of the ones that helped push us over, so I thank you there, and thanks to everybody for continuing to support the channel there. We're on the road to 1,000. We'll see if we can make it to 1,000 before the end of the year. And Roach actually misses a free throw. That's a rarity. That's a rarity. And Roach gets 2 of 3. All right, we'll take it. Well, Jax, it's taken us like 3-4 years, I think. So yeah, it starts that way for sure. It is not an overnight success. Ryan Young with a nice rebound there after Miami's 3, no good. The lead back to 7 for the time being. And there we go. Foster putting it on the deck. Jared McCain is wide open, but we can't go with that cross-court pass there. Foster trying to go again. No, and now he gets it to McCain. McCain's going to shoot it from way downtown. I mean, he seems to think he's got the green light from just about any spot on the floor, which he probably does. But I think Shire talking to Jai Lucas over there. Like, what was that shot? And another 3-point shot there for Miami. That one's no good. Proctor down with the rebound. 8:47 to go here. And now to McCain. McCain trying to go left here, being guarded by Joseph. And then a little give and go action with Ryan Young. Poked out. Miami really active with the hands here. Proctor wants the high screen there by Young, and he's going to go left with it. Nice little give and go. And get it outside of McCain. Oh, McCain with one dribble to the left. No, he can't get it to go. Offensive board. Ryan Young, you're right into the basket, buddy. Gets it outside to Foster for 3, and he drills it. Honestly, I thought Ryan Young should have just taken that. Timeout, Miami, Duke by 10. Wow. Is it still not working? Damn, it's still not working. I wanted to show the replay of that one. That was a fantastic. That one was a fantastic play there by Ryan. Really heads up. There was like so many sequences to that play though that it like you had the little give and go action between McCain and well, no, you had the pick and roll action at the top with Proctor and Young, and then you had the give and go with McCain, and then there was the offensive board by Ryan Young, who's played fantastically in the short minutes that he does get. I think Ryan Young makes some great made some great contributions. Really tough offensive rebound down there. And then finds a wide open Caleb Foster, who ends up drilling that one. So, whew. The score is off. There you go. Now we got it. Yep. I fixed it. I just saw I had the wrong window open. 24-14. You know, what was interesting to me, though, is, like, Miami has had, like, kind of, like, off nights before. Like, if you look at Look at this game. Look at this game against Virginia. Let's click here. This game was 60-38. And like, yikes, right? Like, holy moly. That is brutal. But here is the situation that we've been talking about for the weekend. Yeah. This is not a half. This is like, that's a full game. Like, let's get rid of the ads. So like, despite the fact that Miami has played pretty good like this season, they have had some very head-scratching outings here. Well, and actually they're down here at this like 6-9. Honestly, I thought they were better than this, but like, granted, this is on the road, but still. Yeah, and then what we're talking about this weekend is this North Carolina-Virginia game. So, assuming we win this one, we go to 12-3, okay? Carolina is off during this week. We're still a half game back because they own the tiebreaker for now. Virginia does us a solid, goes to 12-5, drops Carolina to 12-4. We end up having to beat Wake Forest, which gives us 13-3, and that puts us in sole possession of first place. Now, what's really interesting, though, is if you look at both Carolina and Duke's remaining season, so you have Virginia, then Carolina has to play Miami again. I mean, it's at Carolina. They'll probably win that. This NCC, like, this little 3-game homestead right here, like, what a cakewalk for UNC. Like, conceivably, outside of this Virginia game, they just go win, right? And it's like they beat Miami, they beat NC State, and then this one here. And then ours is also kind of easy. We'll take a look at the schedules there during halftime, but and see how these things square up. But in any case, coming out of the timeout here, 24-14, Duke ahead. Let's see if we can kind of put our foot down and decide to make something happen here. The three-pointer there, no good by Poplar. Miami's kind of having an off shooting night at the moment, averaging 9 threes a game, but not tonight. Jalen Blake's in the game at the moment. We really have most of the B squad in it right now, and then that's feeding the post is Young to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to put it up, and Young tries to fight for the offensive board, and he can't quite come down with it here. As Miami out in transition, Duke is back defensively, and the 8-0 run here in the last 3 minutes. 15 seconds here on the shot clock for the Canes. As Omier tries to go backdoor, we can't quite steal it, although it is deflected with an arm there by Mitchell. Duke comes down with the rebound off the Miami shot, so another empty trip. Let's go Jared McCain here, one-on-one. Over to Foster. Foster going to take a 3. Oh, that looks good. Jalen Foster's got 2 3-pointers. A player shot on purpose in the opposing team goal. How does that happen? Omier is around and out. That thing was halfway down. And McCain in transition and throws it down. Time out again, man. We are on a roll right now, baby. That is just too easy. Miami's just like, I don't know. It's like, I'm done playing this game. What? Yeah, Mark Mitchell can't even believe it. Okay. Honestly, I'm a little shocked at what's going on right now. We're up by 15 in Miami. Okay. Not the way I thought this game was gonna go. But, wow. I mean, I suspect Miami can come back at any point, so I'm not going to, no craziness here, but, I mean, McCain just gets in and walks in like he just walks into the paint like his own living room, man. It's like it's too easy. I mean, I'd be disappointed if I was Miami. It's kind of like that Virginia Tech game, right? It feels a lot like that Virginia Tech game right now, where the crowd is like it's completely out of it. Omier now having to contend with Filipowski, who's back. Miami almost sends that one into the backcourt. As Omier once again going to try to post on Filipowski. Decent defense here. The shot's no good. The rebound, though, we got a shot clock violation. I actually think that did hit the rim. I think it did hit. I think Omier's did hit the rim. It is daytime for me. It is 4:30. Yeah, on the West Coast. Yeah, hit the base of the rim there where it connects to the backboard. Oh yeah, it definitely did. Miami's gonna get another crack at this. They did not reset the shot clock correctly. Yeah. Most people I would think are on the East Coast that are watching right now. It is very early. It's for some reason it's not working. I just get the black screen. I don't know why. I wish I could show the Jared McCain replay. I can't. Field goals by month, they've been declining. What a stat. Yeah, 29% tonight. Well, you know what? Miami is hobbled and not at 100%. But I'll take it. I mean, it is what it is. You can only play the people in front of you, so it's not our fault they're injured. And Miami still can't get it to go. They got 3 cracks at this thing. Omier finally puts it in. And he's got 6 points now. What time is the Duke game on Saturday? It's at 11 o'clock for me. Which is 2 o'clock Eastern. McCain thinking about 3, going to take 1 step to the right about 3. And McCain off today, actually. His 3s aren't falling. Miami's right now playing 5-on-4 as Blake's is out of the play. And now he's back, so now full strength here. He's on Omier, though. That's a bit of a mismatch, although he's trying to get rather handsy with him. Might get a foul called. Yeah, they play at 2 this weekend. And right now, Miami just rebounding stronger. Oh, and they're going to get an and 1. There's Ja'Kai Robinson as Blake's picks up. So a quick... Like, Miami has managed to go on these quick little 5-0 spurts twice now. They get like we can't close it out. We let them have the offensive board, and they get the second chance points here. Whew. So what was 16 points? Okay, the free throw was horrific. As Stewart comes down with the rebound, is now 11. Proctor going right, trying to find Filipowski. Now he actually finds Roach there in the corner. Roach's 3 is, what a pure stroke by Roach. He gets 3 right back. He's got 5 for the game, and Duke extending out to 15. So I was worried there for a second. I was like, all right, here's the comeback from Miami. No, sorry, it's a 14-point game, not 15. 14-point game. 32-18. Let's take this thing into the halftime locker room, up by double digits. Oh, Proctor's about to steal it. Roach is down on the floor. We got a jump ball situation. We do. Jump ball's going to give it to Duke on the alternating possession. Count that as a turnover for Miami. And another opportunity for Duke here, up by 14. Let's put ourselves up 16. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. I want to see that killer instinct. I want to see the killer instinct that we've been missing all season. This is our chance. You have like a wounded Miami team. You got them here at home on the ropes. Just put them to good night. Good night! There's the Roach 3. There it is. Duke by 17. Anybody bet like Duke by 17 in the first half? All right, another one here. Get a stop in a bucket. Stop in a bucket. 3-pointer here for Miami, in and out. Offensive board. No, we got a foul on the floor going to Roach, actually. Foul on the floor, yeah, going to Roach. That was going to be an easy 2 anyway. Have them earn it. Have them inbound it. We got fouls to give. It's fine. It's fine. Chris with the boom. I mean, that is what it sounded like. Back-to-back 3-pointers here for Roach. We could probably set up Discord. I could probably give you guys Discord. Let's see. Oh, I got updates. There you go. Oh, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? It's giving me the same problem. It's just blank. It's just completely blanked out. I wonder if it does that if I just like watch the news. It does do that if I watch the news. That's interesting. Why does it do that? Yeah, it doesn't work. It's too smart. It's like completely blacked out. It's too intelligent for me. Unfortunate. Cat fan, welcome in. Hello to all the cat fans out there. It's just black. I don't know. For some, like on Saturday I got it to work. I don't know why though. I don't know why I got it to work on Saturday and not. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I can't even do a share screen. It's just completely blank. So far, so good. So far, so good, Cat fan. We were making it happen. These guys are really overperforming. I mean, Duke, these last couple have been, in the last couple games, we have looked like a very different team. And actually, ever since the Carolina loss, and we keep going back to this Carolina loss where we're like, you know what? We actually looked pretty good in the Carolina game. Aside from the turnovers, like it looked pretty good. By all accounts, we probably could have beaten Carolina. We probably should have beaten Carolina. Carolina lost 3 out of 5 games. They beat us in that span. They beat us and they beat Miami, I think. Yeah, and they beat us and they barely beat Miami. So like, I honestly think we can hang with Carolina. I think we went into that Carolina game thinking we weren't as good and that we might not be able to hang with Carolina, but it turns out we are, as Omier turns it over and the ball lands in the palm there of Jeremy Roach. who gives it to Proctor. Cross-court pass to McCain. Oh my gosh. Rifle pass into Sean Stewart, who can't get it to go. And actually, this shot off the top of the backboard. And we got a foul on the rebounding action there to go into Stewart, who has missed a layup. Mitchell coming back in. Stewart there really a bit despondent. That UNC game is when Flip shoots all of his threes and hits all three. You think Cat Fan thinks UNC's problem is Bacot? That is a hot take. Last year the problem was Caleb Love. All right, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's the Caleb Love in the locker room and Caleb Love and basically shooting us out of games." And then Filipowski there with the block. From Proctor over to Roach. Roach is 3 for 3 from the outside in his last 3 attempts and cannot be denied. Duke is up by 20 points in Miami. Wow. Wow. As Miami in the last 8 minutes has managed to score all of 4 points. This thing was close. This thing was a 2-point game. It's their terrible coach who... Friends, this was a 2-point game. And we were like, oh, it was a 7-point game. Miami cut the lead down to 2 on a 5-0 run. And they were like, oh, Miami's making a game of it. And we're just like, no. Oh, my goodness. Miami underperforming for real. I mean, yes, we've talked about how they're sort of like, they're not at 100%, but like, wow. We're playing the best basketball we have all season. Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly, we are playing our best basketball. Poplar with 6 after that one. But like, look at the last... He's hit them both there, so he's got 7. But like the last game against Miami, this ACC tournament game here, we flip back to this, where it was Duke 80, Miami 76, actually. Omier did not play. That was the ankle. Actually, oh no, Mark Mitchell, you're out of bounds, bud. That's a turnover. Omier was... I think left, if I remember correctly, he left that game with the ankle injury. He started the game but did not finish it. Isaiah Wong, that was the one there. Guard had 22 points. Bentley Joseph had 10, and Jordan Miller had 17, but Poplar had 10. Yeah, so they have lost a lot of production from last year. Joseph, okay. We need the same energy in March. I mean, we need to carry this through. You need to carry this through the ACC tournament. Number one, Jason, to your point. I mean, we are playing with a bit of a different energy. Lawful Shepherd. No, we tried on Discord and it didn't work. We tried. Oh, I guess it's a black screen, so I can't. Yeah, we tried it and it's not going. And I can't ever figure out, like, sometimes it works and sometimes it didn't. Like, this weekend it was working, and I don't know why. No good on the 3 there by Proctor, as we were trying to really, like, lay it on here. So currently up by 18. This is Poplar for 3. Okay. Wooga! Yeah, Shire takes the timeout after that one. Sort of a bit casual here at the moment. Wake Forest is going to be tough. Yeah, obviously Wake Forest is going to be really tough. I mean, the game, they almost beat us when we were at home, right? Like, I can't, it's going to be a back and forth game at their place for sure. Yeah, see, that's what happens. I can't actually, like, we can't do replays. We can't. It's really annoying. It's very annoying. We'd like to run our, do our replays and run our plays, and we can't. Master, welcome in. Good afternoon, buddy. I see Duke is doing great. We are doing great. I don't know what this action here is with those Teletubbies. One minute to go here as we've got our hands on the ball in 50 seconds actually. Could do a 2-for-1 if we decide to go quick. Nice feed there to Filipowski. And here's Foster, who's going to go for 3 again. Is he going to hit that? Not quite. Oh, Filipowski down with the rebound. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Wow. Proctor was going way too fast. 9 seconds here. Nice outside to Foster, who thought about the 3 again. And now he's going to take a little floater there. And we're going to get it to Filipowski. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. No, Mitchell, yes. All right, Mark Mitchell with 10 points in a road game, by the way. Remember Duke, like, what, 28, 29, and 3 when Mitchell scores 10 or more. So that's looking good. Joseph, not quite, and that will be it as the time expires. McCain heaves one from 94 feet. And it does not go anyway. I was hoping McCain would repeat his performance from last game. Yeah, he's having a bit of an odd one, right? Like his the scoring isn't quite there. Okay, so let's pull up our stats. This is looking really, really good. Really, really good. I am very encouraged by the way that this game is going. Duke currently shooting 45% for the game, 13 of 29, and 8 of 16 from beyond the arc. Kind of incredible. This is the same number of threes that Jared McCain hit all of last game. So the majority of our points here, 24 out of the 40 points coming from beyond the arc. The ones hitting really, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Where's the rest of our guys? Oh, that's just on the court. I see. Cat Fan says go Gators. Yeah, Jax, Carolina, yeah, the funny thing is that, yeah, Carolina beat us, but we're now ranked above Carolina, which is, I mean, Carolina has not been playing good of late. We just talked about how they lost, like, they went for a stretch where they lost 3 out of 5, which I guess is now like 3 out of 6 or whatever. And it's just like they just haven't been looking good. But yes, Jeremy Roach having a night right now. He's got 11 points, man. Loving the South Florida weather as he's 3 of 4 here from beyond the arc. He has the most threes out of anybody. A really nice surprise contribution by Caleb Foster, though. He's hit 2 3-point shots. Filipowski has hit the 1 3-point shot that he took, and Mitchell really effective down low in the paint, and then he's got 4 points at the free throw line. Duke is just a better team, and Miami doesn't have its horses. Duke tied with UNC in the ACC. So that was the one we wanted to compare, right? We wanted to compare the remaining schedule. Carolina can't bet Duke and then lose 2 to 3 games. I love the whale. Is that a whale or is that just, oh no, that's like a laughing emote. I love it. So this is what we wanted to compare here towards the end. So if we go to the schedule, so we wanted to compare the final games kind of side by side. No, that's not what I wanted. I said side by side. There. Schedule. Okay. So if we just look at the games, all right, let's say, okay, this game, assume we're going to win this one, right? The way that this is going, we're going to assume we're going to win this one. So that's a win. All right, so we got Wake Forest and they have UVA. So let's line these up. There we go. All right. So they have UVA. We got Wake. This is very, very difficult for both teams this weekend, this Saturday game. Both teams, number one, have to go on the road. Number two, they're playing games that are basically 3 and 4. They're playing teams that are like 3 and 4 in the standings, right? This is like, if you go back for a second. If we look at the top 4, it is North Carolina, Duke, Virginia, and Wake Forest. Okay, so this matchup this weekend is literally the ACC tournament right now, right? Assuming that like Duke as the 1 seed, give or take, playing Wake Forest at the 4, and then Carolina and UVA playing the 2-3. This is literally a ACC tournament semifinal this weekend between these two teams. It's just what's going to go down. I don't know who's gonna end up winning. In reality, both teams might lose. Both Carolina and Duke might lose. You'd obviously want Carolina to lose and Duke to win, but I don't know. The worrying part about this, so okay, you look at Carolina right now, they're 12. What is the record? Where's the record? Son of a gun, where's the record? 12-3. Okay, they're 12-3 to Duke's 11-3. So Duke wins tonight. They're 12-3. Both teams are 12-3. All right, going into the weekend. So like, let's say UNC beats UVA 13-3, but Duke loses to Wake Forest, and then you're 12-4. The problem is you have this Virginia game here. Like, this Louisville game, whatever, that's a win. Especially, like, and it's at home. Luckily, this Virginia game is at home. That helps. This game is trouble. This NC State game, mega trouble here in Raleigh. We don't play them home and away. It's one game, Duke NC State this year. It just happens to be in Raleigh. That one worries me. I mean, Carolina has to play NC State as well, but like, I don't know. This one is like, Carolina just narrowly beat Miami 75-72. I mean, maybe Miami is like back to full strength here on like next Monday. I don't know. Duke does well versus Virginia. We actually, yeah, honestly, we kind of have done well against Virginia of late. I just don't like the concept of I just don't like the game. I think, yeah, the NC State one is like really like scary. So you say you lose these two. Potentially, like you potentially could lose these two, like, or some combination here of like, these are just so tough. I just don't know like where Carolina's going to lose in these last 3 games. Like, for sure they beat Notre Dame. I assume they beat Miami here in the rematch because it's at Carolina. Like, if it had, put it this way, if it had been the other way, where this game against Miami was the one in Carolina and they just narrowly got away with it by 3 points, I'd be like, okay, like, you know, Carolina's going to go down to Miami. Miami's going to get revenge, split it 1-1, and then Carolina can lose that one. But like, I don't know. So it literally could just be tied. Like, we end up going into this final game. You beat Carolina in the final game, and you end up splitting it. You just end up with a split. How about Wake blowing out Pitt? Oh, was that tonight? No, we're the first game tonight. I guess that was happened to be yesterday. I mean, Wake But that's no surprise. Wake has three wins against ACC teams by over 20 points. Georgia Tech, Syracuse, and they have one more that is escaping me at the moment. Like, they're also the highest scoring team in the entire ACC. For Wake to go in and blow out a team is actually not an anomaly at this point. So you just like... We click this one. 14 straight home win, dominate Panthers. Like, oh yeah, like they were at home too. Like, I am not surprised. This Wake Forest team. No, I don't want to stay connected with the Wake Forest team. They're 14-0 at home, right? 2-7 away. Like this is the reason that they're like 9-6 in conference. They can't play games on the road, but at home they're 14-0. UNC lost to Syracuse because their dude went off. What was his Oh my God, that name is escaping me too. Syracuse. Where's my box score? Syracuse. Mintz, Judah Mintz. Yeah. Judah Mintz is a baller, man. Yeah, so they go 91-58. All right, this is the other crazy one. They lose to Virginia. So, look, this is just so bizarre, right? Like, Wake Forest puts up 91 points against Pittsburgh. The game right before, they couldn't even put up 50. At least when they lost to us, they put up 69. They almost put up 70 points. It's like respectable, right? And then they have this Virginia game. They can't even put up 50. It was like the Miami one, where Miami doesn't even put up 40 against Virginia. Like, what? Whatever like Virginia does to teams is just so weird. And then you have the game where they go to Virginia Tech and get slapped. They get just slammed 75-48. I just don't understand what's happening this season. But like continuing the thread, right? 91-58. Okay, the Georgia Tech game, they won 80-51. This is a 30-point win. 29, but you get the point. This is 29 points against Syracuse too. When they played at Pittsburgh, they only won by 5. They lost by 5. Again, they just can't play on the road. And they get blown out by 20, and then they beat Louisville by 25. Like, there's another 25-point win against an ACC team, but Louisville like sucks. So like whatever. But still. Yeah, and then look at this. They play home and away. Wake Forest literally plays home and away against Virginia. The game they win at home 66-47. And the game where they play at Virginia, they can't put up over 50. They get 47 and Virginia's 49. Like Virginia scored the same amount of points basically in both games. And the outcome was entirely different. It makes no sense. But this is why it's like super scary to like go into Wake Forest. Like this game on Saturday, super scary. So scary that might be the one that I skip. That I'm actually away this weekend. I actually think this is the weekend I'm away. We'll see. But it is what it is. Virginia forces you to play this style, and nobody plays that style better than them. Yeah, and it's like such a boring style. It makes you want to like gouge your eyeballs out. I actually think we'll probably be okay. Like, we can win a low-scoring game. But yeah, our remaining schedule, not great. Like, you're just not going to win out here. There's just no way you win out in these last 4 games. You just don't go 4-0. I think best case scenario, you go 3-1. Most probable scenario, you end up going 2-2. And then you just got to hope that Carolina like gets picked off by somebody like NC State or something, right? Like on the other side. because they have a very easy, like, as far as if you were looking at like strength of schedule, it's very easy for Carolina. Anyway, that's the extent of that. We should be getting ready to like back into the action here in the second half, I think. All right. What else is interesting from our guys here? If you look at the stats, nobody really in double-double territory. I mean, the most rebounds by anybody is actually Ryan Young with 5. That's interesting. Ryan Young has 5 rebounds. Sean Stewart, Mitchell, and Filipowski are all tied in second place with 4. Boy, that's crazy. Miami just right now shooting 29%. Remember when we started the game, we talked about how Miami and Duke were 1 and 2 in field goal percentages in the ACC. Duke at 48%, Miami at 47%. We said, well, this could actually might be like trend towards going a bit in the direction of a shootout, and nothing could be farther from the truth right now. Duke is even shooting 50% from the 3-point line at the moment, going 8 of 16, or 6 and 9 from free throw land. If McCain has another 35-point game, or I like our chances from Wake. The problem with putting up a 35-point game is that you can no longer hide. Like, at this point, McCain is on the scouting record for every team, like all the time, right? It's just like not gonna, I don't know. Nobody's gonna let him go under the radar on that one. 11 assists on 13 makes. I really like that stat. That is incredible. Also, turnovers. We've held the turnovers in relative check. Remember, the last 2 games, we've been extremely turnover prone. We've had 8, 9, 10, or 7, 8, and 9 turnovers in the first half of the last 3 games. This first half, only 3 points. It's basically a way to keep ourselves from shooting ourselves in the foot here, as Miami hasn't really capitalized. Us, on the other hand, we have 6 points off the 3 turnovers. We've literally made a bucket on every single turnover opportunity, which is great to see Duke capitalize like that. It's getting back to that idea of having that sort of killer instinct, right? Like, opponent makes a mistake, make them pay. Like, you're up 10, make them go up 12. Like, anyway, Miami is going to inbound here, and that'll set the arrow to Duke. And we have a pause in the action. All right. Only thing Master likes about Miami is the cheerleaders. Goodness gracious. In and out there on the 3 by Keyshawn George. And the rebound down to Duke. Mitchell at the top of the key. McCain coming off 2 screens there at the on the left. Roach almost loses it and finds Filipowski. He's got to reset his dribble here, and he does. Swing outside to Foster is going to put it on the deck, and then as a ball reversal back outside as Filipowski comes up short. But Caleb Foster comes in with the rebound here, and Duke has a fresh 20. Filipowski going to take 3 again, and he's going to drill it. So he could not be denied. He decides to go fire twice there. That exhausts his 3 3-pointers. Turnovers almost also killed us against Wake, by the way. Like, we got away with it despite all the turnovers that we had in that game. And Roach is called for a blocking foul. Actually, we had the 6 and 4, so there we go. Miami swinging around the outside, another man going left, and it's actually blocked by the little guy, and Miami comes down with the rebound. So again, Duke unable to close the possession. Another opportunity here for Miami. They're going to lay it in with the finger roll there. And that was Joseph there, as we've got an 18-point margin. Duke did not win. Duke winning. And we have a turnover there by Jared McCain. Oh, my goodness. Mitchell will draw his first foul after he fell for the shot fake. Didn't UNC only win at Miami by 3? Yes, 75-72. That was one of the ones we found there on that page. Free throws for Miami now, as Poplar at the free throw line makes the first. It's any given night in the ACC. You know, the one that's crazy is the Big 12, y'all. I cannot wrap my head around the Big 12 right now. Like, every time, like, I was at the gym last night. Okay, I was at the gym last night, and there was a BYU Baylor game playing, and I was like, oh, wow. As Baylor's playing a game out of conference, like, so late in the season? That's kind of crazy. No, it was not an out of conference game. Oh my goodness, Roach is pulling a Jared McCain. He's hit another three-pointer, and he's got 14. As I was saying, it feels like, I guess literally with the dissolution of the Pac-12, like anybody who's not already in the ACC, SEC, or I guess the Big East, is like being shuffled around. And yeah, like Houston is part of the Big 12. Like that one I kind of sort of see, but like Oklahoma? What? Crazy. Filipowski swing pass outside to Roach. High screen there as Roach is going right. And Roach absorbs contact and the bump, and he almost gets the and one. That was an easy call there. That was Nwoko. Yeah, like the ACC is tough, but man, like the Big 12, it's just like every school is like feels like it's part of the Big 12, and there's so many ranked teams, man. Like Kansas right now is sitting 4th in the Big 12. Can you imagine? This was the school, Kansas, that like literally went on for 14 years, like had the conference on absolute lockdown, right? And looking at like the brackets, it looks like they're contending for like 9 or 10 different bids. Who's my outright number one? Probably UConn still, man. Kansas destroyed Houston and is ranked lower than Duke. Yeah, but they've been having some like really recent mishaps right now. Yeah, like I don't know. They're on a bit of a slide too. There is the Miami shot no good, and the rebound as Omier tries to put it up, and Roach gets called for a real cheap foul. Man, I cannot see anyone beating UConn this year, as what Master says. Chris is wishing everybody a good week. I agree there. Good. We're closing in on the weekend too. I actually see UConn falling off in March. Ooh, interesting. But Master, last year was UConn's year. You're going back to back? As Omier hits 2, that gives him 8. I mean, just nobody on Miami has really been scoring enough. Mitchell looking for options here. Has to give it up to Flip as we got 15 on the shot clock, and Flip gets it way too high. Maybe it was deflected, and it's going to be a live ball turnover in the way of Miami. There, I thought he took steps, actually, did Joseph, but no. Back to back for UConn. UConn wasn't even challenged last year in the oh yeah, no, I don't think it wasn't very hard. Did they? I feel like I would have read about it. I don't think so. I mean, yesterday was the big Iowa State-Houston game where Houston won by 8. Didn't they lose yesterday, blown out? I don't see it. Oh, wow, they did lose. How inconsistent, though, man. Like, look, they shellac Marquette, who's number 4. Then they go to Creighton and lose to number 15, man. It just, after having beaten them earlier in the season. At least 3 times. So... Master saying that Proctor needs to get going. I mean, Proctor getting going would make us like, yeah, like an Elite 8 team for sure. I mean, Proctor hasn't had that great outings, right? Like, against Wake Forest, he got concussed. So let's go back to BC. BC, he had 10. Notre Dame, he had 9. UNC, he had 2. Virginia Tech, 12. Free throws at the line here for Miami as we're back from the under 16 timeout. Gotta stretch it out. Stand up and stretch it out as Joseph connects on both of them, and he's got 7. Filipowski looking for post position against Omier here on the right block. Except the passes to Mitchell, and Mitchell! He has hit those 3-pointers. The line drives. He's made at least 1 in the last 3 games. Duke just needs to find out the right lineup, which we're undefeated with, and just go with it. I mean, I think Duke has done definitely a lot of soul searching on the lineups. Like, we've played a bunch of different lineups, especially with guys being out and stuff. Oh, Roach is taking this, but he's going to get it to Mitchell, and Mitchell will swing it outside to Foster. Foster's going to go with 3 again and drill it. Caleb Foster has 9. I didn't know Mitchell could shoot 3s. Man, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, my friend. He shoots line drive 3s, but early in the season it was just horrific. Long rebound here for Miami as Duke is out in transition, and Roach is going to take 3. No, that's way short. We got to hold. No? Oh, man, Mitchell is being held, man. Come on. And what time do you invoke the mercy rule here? Like, this is crazy. Nine points for Foster is a lot. But, like, it's a different guy stepping up every night, man. Like, you know, Proctor's down at 0. He's coming back into the game. He's trying to get himself back into it. Last game, McCain put up 35. You don't have a guy that's going to put up 35 night in, night out. This isn't the NBA, folks, right? It's like, that's not going to happen. But, like, if you can just rotate amongst your guys, like McCain, Foster. I mean, look, Filipowski's got 8. It's respectable. Finally, a 3-pointer goes there for Miami. And a Duke turnover here as Miami going to go the other way real quick. No, O'Meara can't get it to go. We got a foul on the floor, and Filipowski will pick up his first as he took a shot into the private parts. That does not look good. Can we put out an APV for Proctor? Everyone I watch a game lately, he is MIA, says Chalk Fan. Yeah, man, it's what we've been talking about. It's just been really tough. I don't really know what the answer is either, because it's like he's running the offense, like he's finding guys, he's getting assists. But would it be nice to have his points? Sure, but like, is he more valuable as a passer and an assister? Yeah, probably. Right? Driving more is an interesting one that Jason notices, right? It's more like instead of just like a pure shooting guard. Watson's got 2 points, and Proctor a little upset there defensively, as I think they were looking for a switch, but they didn't get one. So, and now Filipowski thinks about 3, and he's going to give it up to Foster there, and he's trying to reset. 10 seconds on the shot clock. McCain going in. McCain with the left hand all the way to the rack. Yo, it's just been too easy for Jared McCain to get into the paint and to get right to the basket. Nobody stops the ball. Oh, Sean Stewart's going to pick up a 3rd foul. That's unfortunate. No, we definitely do not, Master. We do not put people in compromised foul situations. The worst possible one, though, is when you get a dude 4 fouls and then he just like ends up going the rest of the game, never picking up the 5th foul. And you're just like, what the hell? Like, right? Like, but Duke, like, he won't drive him. Oh, nice little give and go action there. Nice swing pass outside from Foster to Proctor. Proctor going to find McCain in the corner. McCain's going to be a quick 3. No, McCain can't find the range tonight, actually, but the other guys have stepped up in his stead, as McCain has 7 points, but only 1 3-pointer, actually. This is George trying to swing it outside there to Jobert. Joe Beat. We have the 1-on-1. Oh, we have the 1-on-1 talent year after year. Drive it more. Oh, Poplar. Okay, so that's going to be Sean Stewart's fourth. Is Poplar is going to... No, sorry, not Poplar. Norchad Omier is going to go to the... He's going to go to the free throw line. Yeah, but Jason, like... I feel like we're just like a bad... Yeah, we just like... It just doesn't happen anymore. We just like... We've like lost some of that aggression that has gotten us to the free throw line. But to your point, like back in the day, we like... used to win games by taking what felt like taking 15 to 20 free throws a game. And like we would just put teams away at the free throw line. Back in like, we're talking like John Shire era kind of Duke. Like, and you're right, it just doesn't happen anymore. It just doesn't happen. Nicholas is working on making music. Did you ever finish the Lego car, by the way? Did you ever finish that Lego car? Put a picture in Discord of the Lego car. I want to see. Proctor with a little crossover dribble action here. He's going to go to the step back. He's going to get fouled. Nwoku there with his second foul. This shot was short. Wasn't going to go in anyway, but there you go. Our 2015 National Championship was our most balanced team inside and out. Yes. Nick, you're missing a piece? Nwoku there and Proctor. There we go. Awfully quiet in Miami right now. I mean, like I said, this feels like the Virginia Tech game. Duke came in, established the early, and just took the team right out of it. Mitchell getting called for a offensive foul. I don't know about that, but all right. That's at least the 7th team foul there. All right, let's go with the split box for a second. Let's go foul trouble. So 2 for Foster. Okay, Caleb Foster's got 2. Proctor's got 1. Mitchell has 3. Wow, I'm missing tons of fouls. Blake's has 1. Yep. Roach has 3. Yep. Stewart's got 4. Filipowski's got 2. Okay, so I'm there. Zubek won't stop Okafor. There's no way. Okafor way better than Brian Zubek, man. There's no way. So I agree with the assessment. One. Oh, okay. George has 2. Jabit's got 1. 1. There, okay. All right, we're good on our foul situation. So both teams have actually turned it over 7 times, and interestingly enough, both teams actually have 8 points off those 7 turnovers. Duke kind of edging Miami in the rebounding margin right now, 27-24. Jason, you met Brian Zubik at the South Point Mall? Not a fan. Huh. My name is Mr. Foster. Caleb Foster playing pretty good tonight. 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. He's got 9 points. A really nice surprise. Starting today in place of Proctor, who's coming back off concussion. And yeah, Duke 49% from the floor, which is actually right about our average. We averaged about 48%. Miami, who averages 47%, only at 31 right now. They're 13 of 42. Their three-point shooting has just been abysmal at 4 of 17. Both teams have been essentially even from the free throw line. Duke just edging Miami by a single point at the free throw line. Block, steals, assists, 50. The great stat I think of tonight is Duke 15 assists, 18 made buckets. Wow. And like, look, like Tyrese Proctor here has Proctor's got 7. What did I do here? Oh, I gave it to McCain. Why did I do that? Proctor's got 7 points and 4 assists. I mean, he's been having a pretty good night. They need to add college mascots to Fortnite. That would be hilarious. I don't actually know who owns the rights to the mascots, though. If it's the school, like, I wonder if it would be really tough because they'd have to negotiate with, like, every single school. But, like, in theory, that would be awesome. You can have, like, run around as the Blue Devil and, like, against Carolina. That would be really funny. That'd be really funny. I love the idea. And then you could, like, put a basketball court in and you could have, like, people playing basketball as the mascots. That would work. "15 seconds on the shot clock here as Duke has to reset in the backcourt due to a deflection by Miami. Filipowski's going to get off the bench and get ready to come in at the next whistle. Roach has 5 seconds and he's going to go and around. He's going to put it up with the right hand. It's just too strong. Mitchell coming down with the rebound and he's going to get fouled going up. They're going to get number 1, who's Nwoko there with the foul. Fortnite name, Chase the Face 1916. My brother is the one that plays Fortnite. I don't. Although apparently right now Helldivers 2 is all the rage. That's the game to play right now. If you can get on, at least. Apparently there's some servers are overloaded, but it looks really fun. Mitchell misses the first of the 2 at the free throw line. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday here as Duke has built a rather sizable lead at the moment with Mitchell taking the second of 2 free throws. He missed them both. McCain was going up for the rebound, and it's actually off his hands and going the way of Miami as Duke comes up empty on that trip, but still leads by 19 with 11 minutes to go. Crazier things have happened. I mean, we've come down from more than 20 points with a similar amount, but Miami's going to oblige and turn the ball over there, as that was Joe Beat who sent it into the Miami bench. Who's my favorite Duke point guard of all time? Oh man, I don't know. That's a tough one. But like the problem with my Duke history doesn't go back that far as Miami steals it. I mean, it goes back to like 2008, right? So it's like modern Duke. Yeah. I was oblivious before that. Proctor's going to come behind the screen. Going to take 3 behind the Ryan Young screen is what I was trying to say. A long rebound just kind of bounces out into the lap of Jeremy Roach, and Duke resets here. Duke kind of scoreless from the field in the last 3 minutes. That was basically a travel. Miami playing hot potato. They're going to get a run out. Ryan Young coming. Oh my goodness! Ryan Young with an incredible hustle play in transition to save the bucket. Oh, he looked like a track star running the 100 meters there. Somebody give this kid some oxygen. It is a 4-on-1, and Ryan Young deflects the pass. Whew. If Miami comes up empty on this possession, it would be crazy. That's all Ryan Young to save the transition bucket. Omier here with Filipowski one-on-one. Omier trying to go baseline. Duke brings the double team, and Ryan Young and Filipowski block him. And Miami comes up empty. Ryan Young with some tremendous minutes. That is a foul against number 7. He literally ripped Filipowski's arms down. He couldn't get the pass. The ball knows as Ryan Young comes down with another rebound. What? Are you kidding? The ref isn't even watching the game. Filipowski one-on-one against Omier. Miami threatening the double team. Proctor swings it down to Ryan Young. Young coming in, and that's a foul. That might be intentional. They might call that flagrant as Omier. Filipowski's really upset, actually. Omier was grabbing the shoulder of Filipowski. No, I still can't. Well, remember, Miami, when UNC played this Miami team, Miami had Nigel Pack and they had Matthew Cleveland. Like, Miami is down 2 starters tonight. All right, that is actually a flagrant one going to be assessed to Norchad Omier there. So it'll be 2 shots and the ball, as this play was deemed not on the ball. Yeah, he just grabs Filipowski's right shoulder and rings him around. By the way, I love how Miami hangs banners for Final Fours. I guess we have some too, though. We got the national titles, but I think there's one in camera for like the number of Final Fours. And Filipowski at the free throw line, the roller coaster that usually is. He gets the first. They can't hit a 3 now either. They can't hit a lot of shots right now either. And Filipowski gets that one too, so that's there for Flip. So Duke will retain possession here. Chance for either a 4 or a 5-point possession. So we've now got 60-39. Should I turn on my tub LED wall bar light? Yeah, I think so. And we got a block against Omier. Omier was in the restricted area. This is the right call. He's inside the restricted arc. You can't, like... This cannot be a charge. Like, Filipowski, like, bowls over the dude, but literally both feet are in the restricted circle, so, like, what do you want to do here? Like, surprise, surprise, it's a blocking foul. Yeah, it was definitely a technical, and then this one was definitely a block. As Filipowski hits another one. So Filipowski actually hitting free throws. He's got 11 so far. We got 3 Blue Devils in double figures between Roach at 16, Mitchell at 13, Filipowski at 11. And he finally misses one there as he went 3 of 4. So Miami's still stuck at 39. Remember, there was that Virginia game where they had 39. I think it was 39. So we're not going to quite pull a Virginia on them, but it's going to be close. Oh, Wooga Poplar almost walks with it here. This is Joseph for 3. Ooh, we got that one. All right, they're unstuck. Sorry, Bensley Joseph there unstuck them as he's got 10 points and is the second Hurricane to hit the double figure mark after Poplar, who's got 15. And Miami fans probably going to head to the exits here. That was... we do have a banner with the number 4. Yeah, I thought so. And there's one for the ACC, the regular season ACC ones. There's actually, I think there's more than one because you can't fit them all on one at the moment. You see a guy standing inside the circle, you drive right at him. I mean, that's exactly what Filipowski did. But remember, we've been talking about how, like, this Duke team lacked, like, that killer instinct and that fire, right? To, like, go and attack people. Not today. You know, it's ever been, ever since Chris Mack came out with that radio edit, that radio clip calling Duke soft, these guys have, like, totally turned it around. I mean, maybe that was the catalyst. I mean, because everybody sort of knew it. Like, was not a secret that, like, the knock on this Duke team was that they were just not mentally tough enough to, like, put teams away. And now it is. Yeah, Nicholas, you turn it on, man. Turn it on. Duke is playing in beast mode. They're playing like they've got a lot of chemistry. Like, they're playing just very confidently. Like, look, tonight, McCain is having an off night. I think it was that and that lack of effort against that one school. Well, there's a couple of those, right? We got, like, you know, Georgia Tech wasn't great. Georgia Tech, what was the other one? Not Clemson. Pitt, that was the other one. Pittsburgh. Yeah, that loss at home. Hold on. Those that shall not be named. Yeah, I mean, it was the Pitt game. It was the Pitt game and that loss at home. Like, the away loss against Georgia Tech is, like, it is what it is, right? Like, you can lose on the road in the ACC and look like even Carolina lost to Georgia Tech too on the road. And, like, Georgia Tech's a terrible team. They, like, can't beat anybody except apparently Duke and Carolina. So, like, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, after that specific Pitt loss, I think, like, this team kind of, like, really galvanized. Pitt had been on a good roll starting with the win in Durham, but got slapped last night. Well, I mean, every team loses the game right after beating Duke, so yeah. They're talking about the milkshakes at the University of Miami there. Well, next time I'm down there, I'm going to have to go get myself a milkshake. I'll let you guys know how. The Discord's in the description of the video. It's in the video description. So Duke, no field goals in the last 5 minutes, and Filipowski's going to end the drought on that one with the left hand. He's got the last 5 for Duke, 3 at the free throw line, 2 from that one. And we're back up to 21. So despite not scoring for 5 straight minutes, the lead has actually gone up. And this is Poplar for 3. There's no way that one goes. And McCain down with the rebound. As I was saying, like, look, McCain has kind of had an off night. He's got 5 points. He couldn't repeat the 35 that he scored against Florida State. But everybody else has really stepped up. You know, Roach has had a great night. He's got 16. Filipowski's got 13. Mitchell's got 13. Nice contribution from Foster with 9. Make it 11 after that one. And finishing with the left. The game is getting so bad they got to show announcers eating ice cream. I think it was technically a milkshake. It wasn't actually ice cream. But my goodness, that was a terrible three-pointer by Omier. And Miami is just jacking shots at this point with 7:10 left in the game. They are not getting back into this, and they are down 23. And McCain is going to lay it in here. And, I mean, it is just getting... I feel kind of bad. It's just getting out of hand, man. Just call it. Just end the game. Just end it. Mercy. Oh, the little finger roll. It's just too easy. This is the second time. I mean, it's just the second time McCain has gotten into the paint to the rim with that amount of ease, but Foster just did it on the previous possession, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Chalk fan says Wake looks like a team that could give teams problems in the ACC tournament. They looked real quick versus us a couple of weeks ago, but just couldn't get some shots. I mean, Wake this is the fourth team overall in the ACC, and like this like ACC is actually kind of top heavy, right? Like, I mean, you got Carolina at 12-3, Duke at 12-3 after this one, Virginia at 11-5. After the loss last night, they could have been at 12-4. Wake Forest at 9-6. They still have to play a game. They just won, and then Pittsburgh is 8-7. Yeah, it's interesting. So, like, going into the game yesterday, Wake Forest was 8-6 and Pittsburgh was 8-6. So they both actually had the same record, but like I don't know, like the caliber of team. It seems like for an 8-6 team, Wake Forest seems way better than Pittsburgh, right? Like, just seems like so bizarre. There's just a lot of mediocrity. Like, there's just like all these teams in the middle, seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 teams sitting at 8-7 or 8-8, and then Clemson, Virginia Tech, Syracuse, Florida State, like Louisville bringing up the rear at 3-12, Notre Dame at 4-10, and Georgia Tech at 4-11. Incredible that half of Georgia Tech's wins come against the teams that the two top teams in the ACC. We're shooting 50% from 3 and overall from the field. It's been a great night, great shooting night. Nick, yeah, I got you in Discord, man. You're there. This is the chat thing, right? Show us the Duke light. I don't think I don't think so, man. They're not surprising anybody. Georgia Tech, I don't know. Pittsburgh might be. Maybe that Hinson kid gets hot and just like, starts ripping threes again. But like, I don't know. So Miami's still trying to make it work. And Omer can't get the dunk to go. And that is like basically icing on the cake. That is literally the entire game in a nutshell. Norchad Omer trying to dunk as nobody is defending him and the ball goes out of bounds. No, the tournament is in DC. The tournament is in DC. Let's see. Yeah, the ACC tournament. You might want to try the Duke channel there. Let's see. Send messages, threads, create public embed links, attach files. There we go. Yeah, try the Duke channel in Discord. Not the video game one. Try the Duke channel. Joseph's got 12 after that one. And just taking the air out of the ball at the moment. Now we really want to take the air out of the ball. Filipowski going to put 2 more after he gets triple teamed, and it just doesn't seem to matter. So he's got 15. Foster being really sneaky there, almost steals it. Miami's still trying to run offense here. They're going deep into the shot clock on this possession. They got 7 seconds left. Great D by Duke. Oh my goodness. Joseph from way downtown. He's got 15. Tying Poplar there. I mean, we really held Norchad Omier in check. He hasn't even broken double figures here. As Duke 69-47 at the moment. Good floor spacing here by the Blue Devils. Roach on the bench at the moment. Don't really need him. And here is Proctor. The 3 looked good, but didn't go. Oh my goodness, Jared McCain fighting for the offensive board. He gets it, and the beautiful feed from Filipowski to Proctor as Proctor's got 9. Jared McCain with the effort, though, as TJ Power getting ready to come in. He's off the bench, so with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left, rather. And then we got a steal by Mark Mitchell, and Mitchell is just going to throw it down. Wow. It's like Mitchell and Filipowski here are competing for highest score, and they're just going back and forth. Both of them with 15 at the moment, Roach with 16. And the three-pointer is blocked by Mitchell, as that was Joseph trying to go for 3 again. When TJ Power comes in, you know it's over. It is, in fact, very much over. So Young, Stewart, Power all come in. Blake's is in, and Proctor is in as well. And we've got a kick ball here, and that is going to be the under 4 timeout, as Duke is leading by 26. All right, Chad, I was putting my dinner in the oven because it's about that time. I gotta eat when this game's over. Yeah, the steal by Mitchell was pretty. It was a pretty heads-up play. I think a lot of us honestly expected Miami to give us trouble, and it just didn't end up happening because of the like the people being out for Miami. I mean, between Cleveland being out, Nigel Pack being out, I mean that's double figures right there that you just don't have, right? Like, I mean, if we look at this Miami team roster, it doesn't actually tell us what they're averaging. Like, hold on. We can find it, though. So, like, Nigel Pack here, averaging 13.7 points per game, right? Averaging, so call it like 14. All right, so 14 points per game there. And Matthew Cleveland is a 14 point per game average scorer. Okay, so between those two, you're missing 28 points. All right, you're missing an average of 28 points. So your delta right now is 26. Like, just do the math, right? Like, you would have basically had it, oh, there's the Duke light. That's awesome. That looks great. I love that. That neon light, man. That looks great. That should be on all the time. UNC's remaining games: Miami, NC State, no, Virginia, Miami, NC State, Notre Dame. As in, not a lot. So, yeah, the Wasco Center has emptied out. They play Virginia next, correct. They play Virginia on Saturday. They have the game right after us. And AJ Casey there for Miami gets 2 at the free throw line. But yeah, like this would have been a very different game had you had the 2 starters there for Miami not be out. Ryan Young with the jump stop. Ryan Young going to go in with the right hand, and Ryan Young will get his points here. He's got 2. Penn State beat Illinois. Everybody, master everybody is a Virginia fan on Saturday. We are all Virginia fans on Saturday. It just feels, though, that like it's like one of those games where everybody's like, yeah, Carolina's going to lose that game. Carolina's going to lose that game. And then they just stomp them. They just, like, Virginia just gets, like, blown out. Proctor going to go for 3 here off the feed by Power. The offensive board is Sean Stewart, and he will get the putback. A little bit of redemption from earlier when he got an offensive rebound and missed a layup. But Sean Stewart, really nice offensive rebounding action. Oh my goodness, he almost got a steal there. He saw that pass, sold out for it, but couldn't connect. And he's going to get another rebound here. No. 2 offensive boards for Miami. Power is vertical, and Sean Stewart will come down with that rebound. Nicely done by Stewart. Great defense there by Duke, actually, from the second team. Always staying vertical, not getting whistled for a foul there. TJ Power as well. As Power's going to shoot 3. The stroke looks nice, but the shot doesn't go. Offensive board is to Ryan Young, and Proctor is going to reset here. Proctor for 3, and Proctor has 12 after that shot. The 5th Blue Devil in double figures. Just edging out Caleb Foster, who's got 11. And Duke has put up 80 here on Miami, and that's way too easy for Nwoko. But I think everybody tonight, 13 3-pointers made is the season high. 6 different players, Jesus, have hit a 3. We got Begovic coming in. Begovic going in. Walk-ons. Ooh, even Ryan Young. Yo, we even have the walk-ons going, guys, right now. We got the walk-ons. We literally have Begovic coming in. Let's see how these guys do. Oh, is Sean Stewart going to come down with another rebound? Yes, he will. What is the rebounding from Sean Stewart? I feel like he almost has 10 rebounds. Oh, yeah, Hubbard is in now. Stewart has 7 rebounds. And this is the 3-pointer by Begovic. Not a chance, but he's going to get it. Another shot at it. Oh, Sean Stewart got him the offensive board and fed him a beautiful baseline pass. It was go for the dunk. Sean Stewart with 7 rebounds, second only to Ryan Young, who has 9 at the moment. Wow. And Filipowski has 6. Mitchell is 5. Like, the starters didn't even rebound like that. Oh my goodness. Begovic has made a free throw. 20. And he made another one. Oh my goodness. This was no storm. This was a picnic day. Nice. Nwoko gets 2 more. That might do it, ladies and gentlemen, here, as Hubbard's just going to bring it up. There's 20 seconds left in the game clock. The shot clock is off. Clinical. Duke by 29 points here in Miami. I really never thought I would say that. 84-55. Incredible. Setting up a showdown against Wake Forest this weekend. Tentative whether we'll do that one live or not. I'll probably actually be away this weekend, as I took... we had a change of plans from last weekend. It was nice to see the bench play and get some points there. But in any case, I'll be watching one way or the other, whether we'll be streaming or not, to be determined, I would say. So keep an eye on Discord. I'll let you guys know what I'm going to do. But yeah, we definitely need another win against Wake Forest, one way or the other. And then of course, we'll all be Virginia fans. Almost said that the wrong way. We'll all be Virginia fans after that game. So in any case, that's going to be it for us here. I mean, what a sort of fantastic all-around team performance. Like, look at just the... Whew. Man, Mitchell 15, Filipowski 15, both of them 5 of 7 from the field. Filipowski finally finding his range from three-point land again, 2 of 3. He hit 3 out of 4 free throws, which is fantastic for him because he has been struggling. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, only 1 turnover. Miami just didn't have it, man. Roach, game high, 16 points, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. 4 at the free throw line. Actually, he was 4 of 8 from the field. The only field goals he actually ended up making at all, they were all threes. All 4 of his makes, all 3-pointers. 3 assists on that one, too. Solicitor stats, here we go. I mean, McCain with 7, a far cry from the 35 he had the other night. And then, have a good and relaxing win. Yeah, Chalk fan, like, when was the last time? Remember, like, the last time is a good old-fashioned Duke blowout? Like, it hasn't happened in a while, right? Where Duke just comes in and just dominates the team from the start, and then it's just like an exhibition, let alone happening on the road in the ACC against a team like Miami. Like, we literally flipped the script on them from last year when they beat us, right? Like, last year they beat us in Miami. It was 81-59. Right? Duke had 59 points. It was 81-59. We repaid the favor, but with extra tonight. That's a 22-point beatdown. We beat them down by 26. Yeah. So we repaid the favor a lot. Old Duke-style game. I mean, these guys played really well. Proctor, really nice to see Proctor really kind of getting back into this, finding a shooting groove. 12 points. He was 5 of 9. He hit 2 threes, 5 assists, 1 turnover. I mean, that's like top-notch Proctor here. This is a great stat line for Tyrese tonight. Right? 12 points, 5 assists, 1 turnover. You gotta love that. You got 5 players in double figures. Proctor in double figures, Kyle and Mark, and Jeremy and Foster. McCain, oddly enough, didn't hit double figures. Oh well. Like, it wasn't his night. He did his thing against Florida State the other day. Look, he even put Sean Stewart, got 2 points. 7 rebounds for Sean Stewart. The bench out-rebounded, had more rebounds here than the starters. 7 rebounds for Stewart. Ryan Young came in with 9 rebounds. 3 offensive boards for Stewart and 3 offensive boards for Ryan Young. Like, fantastic. You even had Neil Begovic score 2, which is sort of funny. I feel like we're going to beat UNC. I mean, yeah, the rematch in Cameron for sure goes our way, man. Like, It would be very disappointing if it did not. Like you win that rematch, you win, and you just win the ACC. You take the number 1 seed going into the ACC tournament. Looks good. It looks like it looks very bright. The future looks bright for us. Only 10 turnovers, not bad, not bad. You know, we average about 9 a game. It's a little above our average even, but like, you know, it happens. 19 assists on 28 field goals. This actually kind of separated here at the end of the game. It was basically had as many assists as field goals. But yeah, great game top to bottom. Great game top to bottom. Great momentum. Really good thing that we didn't overlook this game as we were looking ahead to Wake Forest on Saturday. But in any case, all right. I think that's it, folks. I got to go have dinner. I got to finish up some work. And yeah, stay tuned to Discord to let you know if I'm streaming on Saturday or not. In any case, even if I'm not on Saturday because I'm away, next Wednesday is the game against Louisville. Same time, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. We'll be back for that Louisville game, which should be a nice exhibition for us too. It's kind of nice to have that game kind of in the middle, like right after that big Wake Forest game. So, yeah. All right. We're good. We're out. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend if I don't see you all. And as always, go Duke!